God is communicating with you. What do I mean? We're going to answer this, hopefully, in this video. So, in today's Hayom Yom, which is a compilation of teachings that the Rebbe compiled from teachings of the previous Rebbe, that every single day there's a short lesson and information to be taken from that day of the year. A message that we should live with. So what's today's message? Today's message is the fact that everything you see or hear is a lesson from God to be taken into your service of Him. What do I mean? Well, if you find yourself in any situation, whatever is going on around you is a communication from God to you. We say a beautiful thing. We say, Ein oid milvadoi. We say, there's nothing else besides you, God. The thing is that sometimes we don't see or hear God talking to us because God hides Himself within the world. However, God expresses Himself within the world, meaning that nothing else exists besides Him, and He wears the world like a garment, so to speak, and He is the inner life force of reality. And if you see a bird flying or it starts to rain outside, it is God controlling all of reality like a hand controls the glove around it. So if we're able to turn on our mind, our vision within our mind, our understanding, our awareness, and to try to decipher what it is Hashem is trying to tell me within this physical reality around me, we can start to see the godliness within everything, and we can grow from everything and learn from everything. What I mean is, for me in particular, a personal note that maybe will help you guys understand this idea is I always look at people who have an obsession, have a goal, and how they obsessively try to accomplish this goal, and how they'll stop at nothing to accomplish this goal, and how I can learn from this. For example, when I hear of athletes who work their hardest in a particular sport to become the greatest at that sport, they work at an irregular rate, at a beyond any other person in order to be the greatest. For example, in a sport, a lot of people have talent. And yes, there are some sports players that have the most talent, more talent than anyone else, that even if they don't work hard, they'll still be a star. But if they don't work hard, they might still make it to the top level, but they won't be the greatest. If they want to be the greatest, they have to work as hard as they can, to give it all they've got, to practice, to train, to familiarize themselves with the sport, and then they can become the greatest. It's not enough just to have talent. Maybe there are certain players that have so much talent that they'll make it to the pros anyways, even if they don't work that hard. But to become that generational talent, that legend in the sport, then they have to push it to the next level. So what do I learn from this? I try to apply this in here on YouTube and in my Torah study. I can't say I've reached this goal because it's a lifetime of work, but recently I tried to use that platform that certain athletes have to apply it to Torah study. Meaning, obviously it's not the same. You're studying a book, you're not practicing just a physical motion, which is much harder to understanding Torah is much harder than playing a sport, because even though playing a sport is physically rough, and also sometimes they need intelligence to be strategic, but it's surface level, it's still physical, it's still motions and movement and muscle memory. Whereas Torah study, you are working the inner depths of your brain to the maximum capacity in certain areas. When it's a deep Gemara, a debate, a legal debate, a document in the Gemara, the Talmud, or whether you're studying Kabbalah and Chassidus, the inner secrets of reality and the higher levels of dimensions and the mathematical calculations of gematria. So it's a lot more exertion mentally, but nonetheless, you could still apply that platform that you have to take your Torah study to the max, and not just Torah study, but also kindness, doing good deeds, maximizing how many good deeds you could do for people, reaching as many people. That's what I try to do with the Torah channel, to try to reach as many people as possible. If you noticed, I have over 4,000 videos on the Torah channel, because I have I don't know what the word is, a belief that I should never limit the amount of content. Rather, it's only going to help me by releasing more content on the Torah channel. Yes, sometimes I should maybe it's worth it on certain videos to invest in the quality and the editing of a certain video, which I've done on occasions. But at the same time, I should never not post a video for the fear of posting too much. Because actually, I've had people sometimes tell me, oh, you're posting too much. And I try taking their advice and posting less, and it actually only harmed the channel. Whereas when I find I'm posting the most, the views of the Torah channel go up. So I try to apply these principles. Obviously, I'm nowhere near my goal, whether it's on the Torah channel and in my own personal Torah study. But nonetheless, I think we all can learn from certain athletes, certain businessmen, certain non-religious people. We can learn from them how they carry out their goals, how we can use their goals and learn from them and apply it into our way of serving Hashem. And that's a tremendous thing. And I'm trying to do it, and it's actually inspiring me, because I'm trying to look at anybody in a particular field who is obsessed with their field, and they are the elite of their field. And how do they operate? How do they function? And how can I learn from them and apply it to the Torah channel and my own personal Torah studies? So this is just the message from Hayom Yom today, that everything around you is a lesson from God, and how can you apply that lesson into your service of Him? So I think this is that's really the idea, is that Hashem controls all of reality, and even the things that we don't think are Him, and even the things that we don't think are spiritual are Him controlling them, and there's a spiritual lesson to be learned from it. So we have to take this into action, and the thought has to lead to a positive action. And it has to always cause us, we have to always be growing on a daily and consistent basis. We have to be reaching higher levels to accelerate the redemption. This world is the world of growth, the world of action. When a person passes away, they can't grow anymore. Their service is done, and they experience their reward, but their reward is for what they've done in their lifetime. But now that we're here alive in this world, the potential is infinite, and we have to put the work is there's a lot of work to get done. There's a lot of growth to be done. So may Hashem bless you all, and I hope this message found you well, and I hope we apply this into action. So guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Please donate to the Torah channel and be a part of this. Help back us to reach more people. We're expanding the Torah channel. We've bought some more equipment, which hopefully I'll try to use some. I have already in certain videos, but we'll talk more about that. But you should know that the donations to the Torah channel are going to a good place to expand this message. And also, I've actually got someone to now upload all my content onto TikTok. So if I don't use TikTok, but I've found somebody with your help, because of all your support, to help post all my content on TikTok. So if you're on, you can search up the Torah channel, and it will be there too. You could follow and help us grow over there as well. So God bless you all. May we experience the redemption immediately.